Hello, my name is Nathan, and you're listening to Daddy and the Dunce.
Hello and welcome to Daddy and the Dunce, a weekly podcast looking at the trials and tribulations of parenting in the modern day and age from the point of view of a parent and an uncle. My name is Ashley, I'm the dad, and my brother-in-law, Unky Mark, is the dunce. How are you going this week, Mark?
I'm going well, Ashley. Just like to say a shout out to all our listeners.
I know.
I've got a big note on that to not call them viewers this week.
Yes, welcome back to all our viewers. It's lovely to have you here again with us tonight. No, quite happy with the amount of downloads I had the first week, which is fantastic. And I know a few of those people have also said they're going to let their friends know about it as well. And that's obviously one way you can help us to grow.
Absolutely, yeah. Let everybody know if you enjoy it. And rate and review. So I think I'm going to go straight in with a dad tale.
Woohoo! This
week because this one is pretty big. I think we'll both probably say that this is a dunce move. This isn't really up for debate, this one. A gentleman in North Carolina, a father, has tackled his son's wrestling opponent to the ground with a flying dive tackle.
Have you got video? I haven't seen this.
There is video.
Play it.
I'll put it up in our social. I can't play it for you right now,
okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Because my Wi-Fi is poor. But yeah,
your wife is poor.
My Wi-Fi is poor.
Oh, okay, Wi-Fi.
So obviously, and from father's perspective, I think the kid that he was fighting obviously did an illegal move, slammed him down. You could see, obviously, I don't wrestle, but it looked like a pretty violent move to me. Slams him down, and then obviously you just see the video of the father just coming out of nowhere and just taking this kid out.
Okay, I've got it here.
Okay,
let's have a look.
This is a live reaction of Ashley watching it if you can. But I mean, I know I was coat hanged once playing
so they're
football.
Tackling in the middle.
Yep, here we go.
And they're slams him that's a fair drop.
Body slam straight directly onto the head, and then bam, just comes out of nowhere.
That's like a dunce. It did clearly.
Obviously a dunce. But what do you feel? I mean, you know your kid's wrestling, so they're going to get slammed down. What do you feel if some kid's playing in the park and just knocks Nathan down?
Okay, so we have a park near us, and I was taking Nathan across to the swing one day, and there was an old lady, and she had one of those tennis ball throwing things.
Oh, yeah.
And she was with her dogs, and she didn't know.
Can I just have a take? Just throw the ball. How much more distance you get out of them? I have one of my friends, he's like a 30-year-old man and he uses one. I'm like, unless you have some serious damage to your arm, just, build your arm muscles up. Anyway, I digress. Go on.
The picking up thing.
I suppose picking up, sorry.
See, I'm lazy and not having to bend over.
Okay.
But seriously, this lady didn't even see us. She chucked the tennis ball and it hit Nathan when he was 4.
Jeez.
And it was like a 30-meter throw and it hit him. And I was pissed, and she knew that I was pissed.
Yeah.
She worked that out pretty quickly.
Did you flying tackle her from behind, or did she see you coming? Or?
It was more a verbal discussion about my thoughts on what she did.
You told her where to go?
I kind of told her to think about it in the opposite way. If I was in the park and I threw the ball and I hit an old lady with a tennis ball, how that would look.
Oh, that was...
Yeah.
Pretty quick on your feet there. I might have said some other words.
I'm not saying that I didn't.
So that was dunce. That's dunce. There's no debate on that one.
And where was that one from?
That happened in North Carolina in the good old US of A. You had to look it up.
Okay, well, I actually have one from North Carolina as well.
Wow, okay.
And this is actually purely by accident. So, land of the Tar Heels. All right, so... Here's my article. It's called Dad's Viral Facebook Post Urges Parents to Smile When They Come Home. And I'll get your take on this before I give mine. So self-proclaimed optimist Benjamin Holmgren didn't post to Facebook a lot in the past year. In fact, the 25-year-old husband and father of 4 children from Greensboro, North Carolina, prefers to post motivational and reflective thoughts on other social media sites like LinkedIn or Instagram. LinkedIn is like Facebook for old people, isn't it?
LinkedIn is professional.
Okay, yeah, Facebook for old people.
Actually, Facebook is now for old people.
Yeah, I know. I have heard that as well. Okay, but a few weeks ago, he decided to post on Facebook about how the way he comes home could affect their marriage, their children, and their lives. Okay, so he's 25. He has 4 kids under the age of 5. They're 5, 4, 2, and 1. So, sorry to his wife straight away. His strategy is to stop at the door and then put a smile on his face and then walk in the door. And he thinks that if he walks in the door with a smile for at least 30 seconds, then everything's going to be fine at home.
So this is like a little bit like laughing therapy when you make yourself laugh. You're sort of forcing yourself to be happy.
If I was at home all day with 4 kids, and no aspersions, she might be a working mum, that's fine. But, I'm assuming 5, 4, 2 and 1, there's a fair chance she might be at home with the kids. If she's been at home all day, 12 hours at home with the kids, and your husband walks in with a massive smile on his face, I'm not going to be in the best frame of mind if that happened to me.
Thinking affair just straight away?
I'm thinking, what the hell is wrong with you? I've been here with the kids all day and you walk in with this big massive smile on your face. You dunce.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if I was with the kids for like 3 minutes, you'd be wipe that smile off your face and grab one of them. But
I'm wondering whether like the smile lasts for 30 seconds and it says at least pretend that you're related to see them. And I'm kind of thinking his wife's probably seen the article as well. Like even if like all these years she has been happy that he's been walking in with a smile, she's now going to be like, yeah, great, he's home, fake smiling to see us. Glad you're happy to see us. Welcome.
But I mean, I don't have kids, so it's a bit different for me because when I see my nephews, there's obviously been a little bit of time passed. It's not every day, but I am actually genuinely happy to see them normally. When I see them and I do give them a big smile, is it the same as that every day, or is it some days you get home and you're like, damn it, my kids are here?
I mean, that might be a topic for another episode when I've had some time to process. It's like, do you have a favourite child? It's like, well, it depends on what time of day it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he obviously he agrees with the power of your ability to change your emotions. And I am a happy person. I am quite often laughing, but that's quite often because I know stuff that other people don't know.
Okay, there you go. I think it's a dunce from me, actually.
Yep, going with the dunce.
Just be honest with your wife and kids.
Go in with like a big frown and say, I hate you all, I'm leaving.
Honesty is the main reason I'm single at my age.
We had to do a character strength survey at school and honesty came up as number 1 for me. I was quite proud, and humour was number 2.
Wow, okay, that's good.
There was 24 items and humility came in at 23rd.
Okay.
So I'm not a very humble person by the sounds of it.
That's pretty low though, even. That's pretty cocky.
I wasn't alone, which was nice. I felt better when I realised I wasn't alone with that.
Okay.
All right. Well, the next part of the show is the double take, and that's where we have had someone text us this week. So we got a text from Kat over Instagram, and that was to me. You can obviously Mark will go through later in the show, but there's many ways you can get in touch with us. Either my Instagram is try.ash.leet, so like triathlete but with ash in the middle because I'm humble.
And he's a triathlete?
That's right. Like a back of pack age grouper, but that's okay. So the message that I got was basically, what is the male point of view when you first find out your partner is pregnant?
Just panic for me mainly.
Is it contextual?
Yeah, I think it is. I have had a scare before, and I'm not sure if you've seen Friends, but Ross from Friends is pretty much how I took it.
Just assume that I haven't seen it, or maybe one of our listeners hasn't seen it.
He got the condom company on the phone. Basically, yeah. So not happy, but I would say, I mean, if I'm trying to have a kid, it's going to be a good thing. I would have thought. If you're not trying to have a kid, probably a bad thing.
Probably. Well, maybe there might be some guys that are just, yes.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm ecstatic. Let's get married and run away and let's elope. Let's live. Let's not be confined by marriage.
Oh,
I don't
absolutely.
know, whatever.
No, that's fine. I think, if you're with the right person, it's probably not going to be horrible. And if you're with somebody that you're thinking, I don't want to be with this person for the rest of my life, then it's probably, this sort of locks us in a little bit.
We're kind of joined. I agree. Like, I understand the question, and I know the question is, and this was something that we came up against, sort of had a couple of miscarriages, is that I found that she took them a bit harder than I did, and I think it was like the abstract nature. So for me, yes, there's a baby. I know there's a baby. I kind of get that there's a baby, but it's kind of there and you're not really fully aware of it. But if it's like, I don't know, you've had like a big curry or something, you've got something sitting in your tummy, you kind of like, you know that it's there trying to get out and you can feel it the whole time and you start to have that emotional connection with it. I guess that's one of the things that annoys me when male politicians start to talk about abortion laws and things like that. It's like,
don't get me started.
It's like, well, come on. You guys are clearly not qualified to make the judgment when, you know, it's not us that's in there.
Let's not get kicked off the air yet, though, so we won't
it's
get
our
too real on that
podcast
one.
and we're paying for the hosting so we can say what we want. And I don't think I've crossed any professional lines that'll lose my job yet.
No, I think you're okay. Yeah, well, I think they've said that, I've definitely heard them say that sort of males do feel more like parents when the actual baby's born. And as you said, then they can have some actual physical connection, but before then it can be a little bit like distant from it.
Definitely.
But yeah, I mean, I think, you know,
we should go into...
If I was married, I'd be happy.
We should go into what...
Not married. If I was in a committed relationship, rather, I'd be happy.
I think you've just given me an idea for an upcoming episode, which is what the labour suite is like.
Okay.
Because there's some places you just don't look.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're scarred for life. So I think we kind of agree on that depending... The male point of view depends on a lot of things, their circumstance. It's certainly... Like, we were very happy. We'd been trying for a while. And, you know, we were pretty happy. I think, I don't remember exactly when we found out, but that was always, you know, we'd been married for 5-10 years or something. Yeah. Actually, no, our 10-year anniversary is this year, so it wouldn't have been 5 years. And Nathan's 5, so yeah, it wouldn't have been 10 years.
Yeah, not quite.
That was the other one.
I will also add that I think, like, if you're not expecting a baby, the shock can probably be a little bit. So I wouldn't judge everybody by their first opinion. If Kat, you know, has just told her partner that she's pregnant and he didn't take it well, I'd say, you know, give him a couple of days to think about it, because, you know, if you're not expecting it, it can be a bit of a shock. I don't think it definitely means, you know, that you hate the situation or anything like that. But obviously it's a pretty big life-changing situation as far as I can see from most of my friends, because, you know, you see them all the time and then you don't.
Yeah, and there's...
Just joking.
Yeah,
just joking.
With your mates. Yeah,
just joking, friends.
Friends, what are friends? What? They're those people I used to hang out with, that's right. I don't know, and that depends on, like, as a dad, you got to kind of make the decision about where family fits, where friends fit, where all that, because, you know, just like as you get older with everything in life, you kind of have to prioritise things and work out what's important, so...
Just a little bit of honesty here. My first thought would literally be, after having gone with friends to buy some prams and stuff like that, is, oh my god, this is going to cost so much money. I do not have enough money for this.
Okay, I'll get your jocks for you in a minute, buddy.
That must be about halfway through the show, because that's Nathan's weekly interruption.
Nathan, and this time he was wearing just a towel. So we'll sort his underwear. Yep, having kids, great idea.
Okay, now we're going to go through another segment we started last week, which was Keep It Moving or Pump the Brakes. And this is where I go through some Google autocompletes, and Ash tells me whether he wants to talk about them or not. Now, this week I've gone with, why is my toddler? And we'll start off with, why is my toddler hitting me?
I've had this many times where you just get randomly scratched or punched or hit. And I was listening to Professor Brian Cox, got a bit of like a man crush on him. His podcast... what's his podcast called?
I'm going to beep this out because let's not, push other people's podcasts.
No, The Infinite Monkey Cage. Love it.
I also listen to My Dad Wrote a Porno, so I also have classy tastes in podcasts. So just to, put that out there. Okay.
Anyway, like a world-class physicist and like the piano player from D-Ream. So, how could you get any better than that? They were talking about comedy, and they were talking about the fact that, like, if toddlers didn't laugh when they were playing, you could actually consider them to be psychopaths. And one of the reasons they laugh when they're hitting you is because it's actually only play and it's not them hitting you to be violent. It's just the way that they're playing, but they laugh to see what's socially acceptable.
Okay.
Sorry, that was a bit scientific.
No, that's okay. I often wonder how parents that have one kid ever have another one, because I only babysit Nathan every now and then, but he like hits me in the junk at least 1 or 2 times in that hour.
Yeah, he jumped off the couch the other day and his elbow landed right in my testicle, and the first thing I had to decide was what I'm going to call them to him. Are they balls, nuts, testicles, whatever? And in the end, they ended up being called "Don't ever do that again."
Okay, that's a good one. Don't ever do that again. Why is my toddler always sick? Bit too close to home for you, that one.
Yeah. Oh, look, we can talk about that, but
we can keep moving if you like.
Kids get sick, then you put them in childcare and they get sicker.
These are all the ones from why is my toddler crying,
Try
biting,
feeding it.
constipated, vomiting, always angry.
Why is my toddler always angry? Yeah, well, sometimes they do look like angry little humans.
They're always angry, though. I'd be taking them to the doctor.
Yeah, psychologist
or something. Yeah, definitely.
Exorcist.
Definitely. Why is my toddler so short?
Why is my toddler so short? Because kids grow into adults over an extended period of time.
I'm wondering if this person either had a baby and was like, after 2 years was like, wow, they're not fully grown human yet. Or if they're just like, they're like a 5'4" person and they're like, why is my toddler short? I don't understand it.
But my Labrador was fully grown in 18 months.
Exactly. Well, you never know. You never know, yeah.
So what else have we got on the list there?
Let me see. Why is my toddler's poop black and why is my toddler's poop white? What colour should a toddler's poop be?
It varies from meal to meal.
Okay.
Like poo colour. Poo brown, isn't that what it's called?
White
Poo brown.
Okay, though?
I'd be looking at how many bones you're feeding them, maybe, if it's coming out white.
Like bone broth? Is bone a thing? Was that a
Pete
joke?
Evans, Pete Evans.
I wasn't sure if that was a joke or like you actually do feed kids bones.
I just think like when our dogs had a bone to snack on, like her poos end up white.
Oh, like bone marrow and
like
stuff.
An actual bone.
Okay.
That was a joke.
Okay, it was a joke.
But if we are talking Pete Evans diet, maybe bone broth for kids.
Isn't that keratin stuff that everybody goes crazy about? Isn't that white?
No idea, but the Pete Evans diet for kids absolutely ridiculous. But
yeah. Why is my toddler so rough?
Probably because the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Yeah, exactly. Stop searching Google.
Stop searching Google. Yes. Well, it is the go-to place. So, Mark, that's basically us done already, that goes very quick, which is kind of unfortunate because I can hear the boys aren't in bed yet, which means I'm going to have to go and take over and do all that.
Yeah, there's a little bit of background noise seeping in, so I think probably I'll just quickly run through this and go out the back door.
Ghost it.
Yep, I'll ghost. That's good. That's a good one. So yeah, please subscribe, rate and review if you can. Tell your friends about it if you enjoy it. If you want to get in contact with us, you can email us at dad.dunce@gmail.com. Our Insta is dad.dunce. Facebook, Daddy and the Dunce. Twitter, @Dad and the Dunce. But if you search all socials for Daddy and the Dunce, we will come up.
Very nice. So to finish off the week, Mark, as is customary, with 2 episodes in, so it's become a custom now. Just to let you know that I ordered a chicken and an egg from Amazon. I'll let you know.